Welcome back to the Malapert Smart Podcast.
Oh, back. Okay.
Yes, we're back, Vlad. This is Vlad, the wrestling expert.
I wasn't ready.
Well, get ready, man. We got to talk about
I'm
MJF.
ready.
Robert is also on the show. Big wrestling fan for a long, long time. He's got a lot of knowledge on this stuff. So let's go through this past Dynamite on Wednesday, December 6th. And we're here to talk about the MJF stuff. So he's involved in a lot of storylines. A lot of people have it out for him from back when he was a bad guy. He was the most evil, rotten bad guy you can imagine. Then he became friends with Adam Cole, and it softened up his heart, and now he's a good guy. So everyone likes him now.
He's our scumbag.
Yes, he's our scumbag. So they're trying to interview him backstage. I think Renee Paquette there with him at MJF's locker room. And Hangman Page is going to walk by. I don't know if you guys saw any of this stuff. And Hangman Page, if you guys don't know, is a former AEW World Champion. Had a feud with Swerve Strickland recently that ended in a wild, hardcore death match where Hangman Page drank Swerve's blood to get revenge for Swerve breaking into his house. But he still lost the match. So since he walked by, Renee said, oh, this is kind of too good to pass up. Let's get a word with Hangman Page.
I would love to get a word with you, though. I mean, Hangman, we've not seen you since Full Gear, your Texas death match with Swerve Strickland. How are you? How have you been? Where have you been?
Well, I got hit in the back of the head with a cinder block and then choked unconscious. So I could not fly for weeks. And I'm glad that you caught me. I'm glad we're doing this because there is something that I needed to say to you, Swerve, and to the world. Swerve, you broke into my home. You went into my son's room. It took Prince Nana, it took Brian Cage, but you beat me in a Texas death match on pay-per-view. I can concede, I can recognize when I have lost, and you have beaten me. But Swerve, at Full Gear, I took something from you that you will never get back. And I think that we are bound by something bigger than either of us. And I think that you should know this is not over.
Oh, wow,
so I know what you want more than anything from this life. And I promise, because of what you did to me, I will make sure that you never have it.
Interesting. Well, okay, so this is going to be an MJF segment when we release it on YouTube and our podcast stuff, but Hangman Page is kind of in this segment with MJF, so we left this in there. We'll leave what he said about Swerve in there, but that's very interesting. Someday we will see another Swerve Hangman Page match. Heck yeah. But anyway, so
I think the only thing left for them to do is fight in the bed of nails while they're on fire. Or maybe somebody has to actually die this time. I'm not sure.
Well, anyways, here's some interesting interaction between Hangman and MJF, who have had some history that they'll go over here.
Howdy, Seabiscuit. You know, I just wanted to say to you, first of all, bravo on that match at Full Gear against Strickland. I mean, it was so impressive watching two guys battle it out to see who could get more STDs. I mean, it was great stuff.
Look, honestly, I don't have 30 minutes to stand here and have you talk to me like you normally do. So if this is your interview, right, I will let you have at it. Enjoy.
You know, the reason that I have to go out there for 30 minutes is to wake the crowd up after they have to deal with somebody like you beforehand, putting them to sleep. But anyway, Renee...
Is this what you want to do? Is there something else you want to say?
This happens all the time in real life. When someone's walking away, they're like, what did you say?
You know, it's funny you ask. See, my memory's not all that great, Renee. I mean, I've been hit in the head a couple times during this incredible reign here. Do you think, I think the last time you and I were eye to eye, wasn't it when I, like, verbally bent you over in front of Bret Hart at Double or Nothing? Was that it?
Yeah. I think you were talking about a match that ended when I buckshotted you and threw your ass over the top rope anyway, right? Was that the one?
That's a good memory. Good member berry there. See, what I remember is I recall the first time I won the Dynamite Diamond Ring, but I can't recall who I beat. I know it was some talentless white trash hick. Renee, do you remember who I beat for the Dynamite Diamond Ring? Because it's escaping me.
Oh, man, you know, I think it was me, and I think it made me so upset I had to console myself by becoming the world champion instead.
Oh, yeah. You know, that reign was fantastic. Lasted about 6 months, right? Tremendous stuff. Thing is, my reign's kind of been well over a year.
Well, I'm sure you're real proud of that, and I'm sure you'll continue to be proud of it while you're 70 years old, at home, by yourself, telling your ninth cat about your 1-year title reign.
That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. Funny stuff. You want to get honest here, Hangman? You know what I think?
Oh, they haven't been honest so
Yeah,
far.
what did you think?
I think out of everybody in this locker room, if there's one guy I think you're the devil, man.
The devil, the mask, the mask guy. You think I'm running around in a Party City mask attacking? No. Honestly, Max, I have known you for a long time, and for as long as I have known you, you have been a manipulator, Max. If we want to be honest, just be honest with me, Max. It's probably just you, right? You put on a mask, you run around, you attack your opponents, you pretend you attacked yourself, right? I don't know what the deal is, but it's just you. Just be honest with me. Come on.
You want more?
Well, let me pause it right there for a second and make a comment. The reason I'm playing this is because I really like this scene. It's pretty good. And MJF has been involved with Wardlow recently, Jay White, Samoa Joe. He has a lot of angles that he's dealing with, a lot of people who want his title. Why not throw Hangman Page in there? Why not? I think they could throw him into the mix, or maybe this could be something in the future for them. MJF is getting something out of him here. But I know we've had our disappointments, our ups and downs with Paige, but this is good, I think. Let me finish off this segment, though, because I like the ending of it.
Honesty.
Yeah, tell me the truth.
I honestly beat the living Easy.
You know who's MJF is acting like they're like my brother. He'll act all hard and get into a fight with someone, and I'm like, dude, don't do that, because if you get into a fight, that means I have to defend you. You know what I mean? And Max knows Samoa Joe has his back for these next few weeks, so he basically can say anything to anyone, because Samoa Joe will be there to defend him.
We have other issues tonight, and they do not involve him.
You're lucky.
That was a total aside, kind of. No one thought Hangman Page would have any interaction with MJF. But MJF has been stalked by these masked men. The man who stole his devil mask, because he used to be the devil when he was a heel. And now someone has stole his devil mask, and they're tormenting him, and they challenged him to a match on this night against two mystery masked opponents. And this is the entrance of Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is going to come out for this segment because he's MJF's tag team partner. He needs to make sure MJF shows up to their title match at World's End at the end of December. So he had to join MJF for this match. And right when he gets in the ring, the light starts to flicker and the creepiness happens, and the masked men come out. Let's take a look.
Now, wait a second. This doesn't surprise anyone, you know. MJF and Samoa Joe. Well, set the face. Hold on. What's going on here? Well, the Devil's Masked Man. And oh boy, this is bad. Yeah, here they come. You can see them, the silhouette surrounding the ring.
That's a nice shot.
Samoa Joe surrounded on all.
That's a nice shot too.
MJF better get out here, guys. Who are these guys? Oh wait, it's like now the lights out once again.
And then they disappear. And they leave.
What is going on?
Why didn't they just
here?
whoop his ass right there? I don't know. I guess it's mind games.
This devil, this individual, whoever they may be, is that
The lights come back
supposed
on.
to be a warning message to Samoa Joe?
All the guys are gone. The devil mask guy comes on the screen. I'm describing this for audio podcast listeners. And on the screen, they show MJF is in the back, and he's been left for dead.
Cameras backstage.
Completely cracked with a beer can, and he's just unconscious
He just saw his partner, the man face
with his
the
world title belt. Oh, nice of them to leave the world title belt. They're kind of more polite than Jay White.
We need to take a
And there's MJF, and Samoa Joe is running up the ramp to go help him, I guess, because he needs him to be alive for that match at World's End. I had another theory that maybe he didn't get cracked in the head. Maybe he just drank the beer and he passed out drunk. And the beer fell in front of him. Okay, that's a joke. But not much in it for this week, for this MJF Devil storyline angle that we've been following. There's been other weeks where more happens. This week, it was kind of just a tease for a match that we all knew wasn't going to happen because in real life, MJF was injured. So they didn't really give us much. I guess I'll go to Robert first. All of MJF stuff here, his interaction with Hangman Page, the scene here where we still don't know anything about the devil. Any kind of comments you want to make about this?
Sure. Yes. So starting from the beginning, just like what you said earlier, I did not expect any involvement from Hangman Page as far as the devil storyline, like as a potential suspect. That threw me off guard. I didn't see that coming. That being said, I did enjoy Hangman Adam Page's promo right outside of MJF's room. The banter back and forth between him and MJF, I thought that was entertaining. I enjoyed that segment personally. Now, at the very end, when they showed MJF was knocked out and they showed a broken beer bottle, I thought that was a nice touch that they actually showed a broken beer bottle, because one of Hangman Adam Page's previous angles in the past was that he was a drunk, right? He would always drink alcohol. So that
I didn't think of that one.
That's what came to my head when I saw the broken bottle. They left it there to make people think it potentially could be Adam Page, because he had a history, like when the elites were trying to get him out of his phase of always being drunk. I remember that being a past angle of his. So
Man, I didn't make that connection at all. That would be cool if Hangman Page was the devil, to be honest. That could really make him work. Anyways, go on. My bad.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I had nothing else. That was the first thought that came to my head. Like, they made sure there was a broken beer bottle there to make people think it could be Adam Page.
Okay, all right, I like that. These are my experts, my insightful wrestling experts. All right, Vlad, how about you? Got any comments about any of this?
Yeah, well, the one thing I don't completely agree with you guys is that it would be cool if that Adam Page is involved in this, because what in his booking has been that he should be involved with the world title within the last year or longer. So I don't think he should be involved in this. I think MJF has too much going on to be involved with another person. So I don't think he should be the devil. The thing is, I'm not sure they know who the devil is going to be at this point. I think they've bounced around a lot of ideas. I think I know who they wanted it to be originally, which is Adam Cole. But with his injury, I think that's kind of thrown stuff off. And now they're kind of going, not blind. I don't know if they know how this is supposed to all wrap up, is what I'm trying to say. Given AEW's booking history, I'm going to say that they don't know. And it's going to come out not very good. But we'll see. I mean, I guess it was kind of interesting in the sense of, like, who attacked them. I don't know. I'm trying to see some positives in it, because I've also said previously that I felt that some of MJF's worst work is what I'm trying to say. Even with the fact that Joe's involved, it's making it better. It's making it go down easier, but it's still not as good as it could be. But because I think they're kind of booking themselves into a situation where they might not know how to get themselves out of it. So we'll see.
Well, I'll just say that I like what Robert said. I don't think it's going to be Hangman Page either.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But it's a good little tidbit. Oh, he could be a suspect. So he's
I don't want to be, argumentative. Well, I guess I should be, because this is sort of a podcast / debate type of show in a sense. But what is good about Adam Page being involved? And I fail to understand what's good about it. I don't see anything good about it. I mean,
I don't think he will be. He might not be.
MJF could have a good back and forth with a towel. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need Adam Page to have a back and forth.
But I'll just say I like that segment, and it was a little bit of the old MJF in there. I know you're saying this is some of his worst work and worst angles, but that segment was a little bit of flash of some of the old asshole MJF that we all love. And
sure.
So the thing with Samoa Joe, it's kind of growing on me, the fact that he has to protect him, because I made that connection in my head where my brother picks fights with people, and I'm like, dude, don't do that, because I'm the one who has to fight for you. So I think that storyline is kind of, at first I didn't get it, but it's kind of grown on me. But that's about it. Let's move on from this. Thank you for watching. That's all for this segment with MJF. The Devil storyline, we'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll have plenty of other chances to discuss what might happen or when we'll find out. Hopefully we're waiting for World's End to see who that is, but I'm not so sure about that myself. Maybe we'll get like one guy at World's End. Like one of them will be unmasked. They'll probably do it like that, like 1 week at a time. Each guy is going to get unmasked or something like that. But we shall see.
I believe the reveal will happen at World's End. Or at least I hope so. I'm tired of waiting.
Everyone is hoping so, but...
Well, yeah, because I think they can't let this go on too much longer. I think they have to kind of reveal and show their cards by then. This is not something that is that good that it can go on for months and months and months and months, or even like a year or not. This is not something that's that captivating right now that it needs to go on that long. So, yeah, I agree.
All right, then. Listen, everyone who's listening, subscribe. Okay? Do it. Subscribe. All right, we'll see you on the next video.